Welcome to the video. Please subscribe, I would really appreciate it. My feelings for MHUR are mostly positive, knowing that over time there will be more content that will hopefully improve the game more than hurt it. I have been really enjoying my time with MHUR, so much so that I'm currently the second highest rank in it with over 80 hours. But that also means I have some criticism that I would like to delve into. I want to say as the first statement of the video that I love how all the characters are unique with their own quirks and stats, making every single one feel new and fresh. But I don't think they have done each character justice, or at least not in my eyes. Some characters feel wildly underpowered, only having one or two quirks that actually are usable in a fight, while some others feel like each quirk is so usable that it makes the other characters look awful in comparison. I am not going to delve into all characters in this video, but I will delve into some outliers that I either feel are way too good or way too bad. And the one I will start off with is Dabi, because Dabi feels really awful, at least to me at the moment. Dabi's abilities are all defensive based, being either homing, stagnant, or trap, which are only useful when the enemy is charging at you, making it hard to contribute in a team fight where the enemy is choosing to take a further back approach or aiming your teammates. I don't think the abilities match well with the current meta characters in the game, being Todoroki, Bakugo, and Froppy. To get a bit deeper into why the abilities do not mesh well, I will explain each ability's upsides and downsides, starting with his A quirk. His A quirk, being the main way you will be doing damage, is a ball of blue flame that locks onto targets and travels a decent distance going in the direct route to them. Which sounds quite good on paper, but when the projectile is quite slow and bright blue, it's a lot easier to recognize and either run out of range, dodge, or get something in between you and Dabi, making it useless. Not even to get into how little amount you start with as a level 1 quirk, meaning you will be quite useless in the early game, unless if you can surprise an enemy. You would expect his abilities to make up for the downsides of it, and they kind of do, but not in an attack way but a defensive way. Dabi's B quirk is a small and invisible blue flame that will trigger if the enemy just so happens to step into its radius, doing solid damage. It's good at what it does and can surprise the enemy that does not expect it, but it is hard to utilize mid-team fights since the enemy can either shoot it or go around easily if they know of your existence. On the other hand, Dabi's Y quirk is much more useful mid-team fight, being a blue circle that has various sizes depending on the level. It blocks enemy projectiles and damages people when you first put it up or if they step on the blue flame. It does not, however, block you and your teammates' shots, meaning if it is up, you and your teammates are rather safe to shoot at the enemy or run away. The last part of Dabi's kit is his special ability, making a decent damaging blue circle on command. You must be downed, and it is very similar to the Y quirk. It is very good because enemies may try to kill you while your teammates are still alive, protecting you and maybe helping you get up. Or it can be used as a last fuck you to someone trying to finish you off or shield. All of the quirk abilities put together make a solid character, but let's clash it with someone like Bakugo being a widely popular and powerful character. Bakugo's abilities are 80% damage, with his other 20 being mobility, meaning that as Dabi, he can circumvent a lot of your potential damage and get some of his own. Bakugo's A quirk is a hit-scan rod of fire that penetrates through walls and buildings with some of the highest main attack damage in the game. It has long range and being hit-scan is hard to dodge unless the Bakugo himself is incompetent. Compared to Dabi's balls of flame, it has many more upsides and is much more unpredictable. They also deal with down people exceptionally while killing them from a distance in no time, whereas Dabi needs to use his traps to outspeed it. The traps require him to get up close, risking his own life in the process. Next is his B quirk, which are grenades with a decent AoE explosion on impact, doing solid damage. Having two means if you can aim them well, you can hit them back to back, doing crippling damage at either the start or mid of a fight. Let's say the enemy were to get up close to make a Bakugo lose their range advantage. His Y quirk is a melee type attack that drags the enemy with low damage, ending off with an explosion, doing high damage to anyone in its blast radius, helping greatly with a situation where they do try to push up on you. And to end it all off, if you ever need to catch up to a running away enemy or reinstate your range advantage, your special ability allows you to get a great distance vertically or horizontally, with 2 charges to boot, allowing easy chases or height advantage. With all of those abilities combined, Bakugo is an advantage powerhouse that allows easy damage to all enemies he faces. Dabi's B quirk gets countered by Bakugo's special, and his B, because you can either get rid of newly placed traps with little effort and mass, or you can fly over them, making them useless. Even if Dabi camps them, the grenades will handle him and the traps. If Dabi uses his Y quirk to stop you from shooting him, you can either fly into it with your special or use your Y quirk to attack them in the circle with a blast. And to top it all off, if you use your special to get away from Dabi, if he attempts to chase you, you can either get away or get enough distance to dodge his projectiles with ease until they recharge. These reasons may be only shown with Bakugo as the example in this video, but most of the cast have things like this to counter Dabi, and that is why I wish he were to get improvements to increase either his lethality or his ability to get away and protect himself. That will be the end of this video. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe.